Dun dun dun. What's going on, everybody? Happy Sundays.
Hey, hi
uh,
guys. I hope you're all doing good.
yeah, let's say it looks like we got Kira, Kevin, Steven, all these
hmm
guys here already.
Wow.
Kevin saying he's having a
They
little
never
fun as
missed the
usual.
episode. Yeah, they never missed the episode. That's nice to see. So
Yes,
just to update everyone, Antonio is not feeling well, so he won't be joining us today. But yeah, my best wishes for him to get well soon.
yes, it's making its rounds, and unfortunately, it seems like it hit him this week
Yeah,
here. So, yeah, all the
absolutely. It's like you're supposed to get it, right? So you need to build up your immune system. So you
uh,
get it, wait for 2 days, and then move on. I mean, just on a
yeah,
lighter note, but I know how it feels.
yeah, that's one thing that scares me is I've been very fortunate so
Yeah,
far. I'm just curious to see what's going to happen there. You never know. You just never know.
yeah.
So, welcome
You need to be very
everybody.
careful. That's right.
Let's see. Oh
Risky, big
gosh.
news tonight. I can't wait. Yeah, we also cannot actually. So we're waiting for Joe to break the bomb.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
So, speaking of bombs, one big thing this week is that Archangel received that letter. From the charity
yeah.
drive. Let's see here. Can I pull? Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Screen share.
That was a
So
pretty nice one.
it was, and I don't know if I can. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, you can.
So just for everybody out there, Archangel for the donation that was made back on December 17th, they received kind of a thank you letter from which one was this? For the hunger support. I know we've talked about a lot of things and a lot going on, but I thought this was pretty cool. They correlated, they came back, seen what was happening. Um, but yeah, the action against hunger. And ironically, after we did this vote and everything happened within Archangel, we seen a commercial for it one night. And I was like, oh, that was pretty cool. Like I've never seen it before. And so hearing about it first on Archangel and then all of a sudden seeing it break out on mass media, it's like, yeah. um, but yeah, they wanted to reach out, say thank you, with the trifecta of, the burdens that's going on right now between with COVID, the climate change, and just, the usual conflict. Yeah, every little bit helps. I'm glad that, Arc was able to reach out and help make a difference there.
Yeah, absolutely. And that $3,100 might seem like a small amount for people who are getting those in dollars, but on the third world countries and those countries wherein your $1 is equivalent to even, sometimes thousands and even more than that, right? So that's somewhere that it really does a difference, correct? And
Yeah.
you never know, right? So what immediate supplies that they would be in need of, and this particular 3,100 could be. I'm not saying it will be, but could be a life-changing scenario for a few of them in terms of certain emergencies that they were in. You never know, but yeah, a help is a help, however small it is. That's my
Yes.
opinion.
Hey, John dropped you a comment there, Mr. Osm.
Ah, well, to be frank, this is my actual look. I never used to actually, take out my beard completely, but yeah, I thought I'll just trim it out a little today. But yeah,
Yeah,
thanks
that
for the comment.
that's one thing. This has left my face one time since I was 16 years old. It's become a staple of me. It will never go anywhere.
Probably you should try it now, Ken. Try a different style.
Well, I actually there is a reason why I still have it.
Uh-huh.
Not to bring up too much personal stuff, but back
No
when I was
problem.
younger,
Uh-huh.
a job I had, it was do pressure washing exhaust hoods, and I was
Mm-hmm.
training somebody, and they end up stepping on the pressure hose on the roof as they were spraying down. Well, when they did, their feet went out from under
Oh,
them. So I reached under and grabbed them. When I did, they squeezed it with a 0 degree trigger, so just a pinpoint of water, and it caught me
uh-huh.
right down my face. So ever since
Oh.
then, this has never left.
All right. I got you.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting night, to say the least.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. And Stacy saying we've got another
So you're gonna
project
be
group.
working in charity group coming up soon. Wow, that's nice.
Yes, they
That's
started,
really
I believe,
nice.
a private Telegram. They reached out for people to help and get that ball rolling.
That's nice. I mean, a lot of things are actually happening in a very systematic manner with Archangel. That's something that I really personally love about. because whenever you put out any such idea or any such say a task that you're supposed to get it done, the community definitely comes in together and they do it in a systematic way. It's not like a haphazardous situation wherein you never know what you are actually doing, right? So that's not the
Yeah.
case. Everyone knows what they are up to and everyone knows their own each responsibilities and roles. They discuss, they have a lot of chat. I mean, in fact, looking at the mod chat that I keep seeing every day, I'm not able to be there too much, but well, there is a lot of healthy discussion that happens there in that particular chat room. So I know how the coordination is actually happening, right? So
Yes.
I really love that fact personally.
Oh yeah, that's the one thing. The way this group execute things, it's freaking amazing. You and I both been following it since pre-launch, and they have proven they know their stuff. They know how to
Yeah,
make stuff happen and to be very efficient with it. Let's see here.
absolutely. Yes.
Liz for a good evening. All excited for the show. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Cousin or brother.
We are all excited. I mean, me and Caddy are also excited to know what the announcement is that Joe has mentioned. Even we do not know about it. So that's a surprise for us as well.
Yeah. And we all know he's listening somewhere. He's lurking around.
Yeah. I mean, he's updating his AI software version, so I think it's taking some time.
Yes. Demented, what's going on, sir?
Yeah.
Here, Stacy said, "Oh, they're coming in as fast as I can click." Hey, fam.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, and I love that. I love that I can't keep up with this right now. Let's see
Ah,
here. What did you all
funny this
think of?
question came up. We were about to discuss the same. That's nice.
Yes.
Well, I did do a normal first thought video on the specific token that's out there on my channel. So if anyone wants to have a look, you can just go ahead and have a look. My initial thoughts were they are doing something a little different than what other projects are actually out there in the market. So that definitely is a good value add if you look at the entire ecosystem for Archangel. So yeah, that's my opinion. It's something different, but yeah, I will be a critic as always. It's always down to the execution part. So they
Mhm.
definitely need to nail the execution on what they're planning to do.
Yes, and I will say one thing. I got to know a little bit with the Scratch team, and I've been talking with them guys for a while. Uh, I think they're on point. They're gonna rock the world out there. They're gonna bring them by
Yeah,
surprise. But yeah, you're right. Execution's everything. That's something that I
yeah,
follow. I leave emotion at the door, and I look at the evidence that's in front of me. And
exactly. After
let's see.
speaking to the team, I believe yes, the team has a lot of potential, but sometimes it's always good that you learn from others' mistakes and ensure that you do not do the same or follow their steps, right? So it's only about that. And
Hmm.
whenever you have something new in the market, you obviously will have to be a little careful about what you do and what you communicate to others as well. So that's something also that you need to maintain, mainly because of the data privacy and the kind of stuff that you're doing should not be copied by someone else, right? So that's also something you need to be a little careful about because sometimes I've seen projects. I mean, not to be on the wrong side, but I have seen personally many projects wherein they reveal a little tad too much, or they go a little more extra extent to go ahead in the vibes of the hype and other stuff. So, but then they all it happens is ending up on someone else picking up the same, probably a duplication, probably a copy or stuff like that happen. So
Hmm.
they need to be a little careful on that. And in terms of the valuation part, I'm yet to see how they are going to come out with. Like that's something really I'm excited about personally,
Hmm.
because that's the first in the industry as far as my opinion goes.
Yes. Yeah,
I
and
haven't
that's the
seen any
one
other
thing.
project on that.
Yeah, and I love the fact of data. With me, I just love data
Yeah.
sets. If you can create metrics, there's so many things that you can bring to light. Let's see. There was one thing I wanted
Absolutely.
to comment on because yes, this scares me one day. I'm waiting for one of the days that Caddy
Hmm.
says Joe's lurking around and he appears behind me. Yeah, I could see that happening. With him, you just never know. You just never know, never know. Uh,
Yeah.
let's see.
Hey,
Shout out to
Kaka.
you.
Yeah. Well, actually, Aslan means the lion. So yeah, it's okay. It's all a cat family.
Man, guys, yeah, that's crazy. Let's see. Already had coffee. Yes,
Yeah.
I have my coffee every day. I wouldn't make it. Holy amounts of caffeine. Hey, you got to do something to stay going here. Let me tell you.
You have your jug with you?
I don't have that with me, but I do have this evening. So
That's the reason you showed that. Okay, got it.
yes, somebody was saying it, and I didn't want to interrupt. It's like, yep, always got something on hand, always.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Got it. That's nice.
that's
So, what more can you expect from Archangel? I'm excited to know about the staking pool.
yes. Oh, I cannot
Now
wait to
that
hear some
this
more news.
now that this new project is also up, and probably this partnership with Scratch team and stuff, I'm really excited to know how it all interfaces, right? It's not about the thought of, okay, I'm going to get some Scratch tokens and stuff. That's the second part, but the first and foremost part, I'm excited to know how it all works out, right?
Yes.
How it is designed on a technical aspect, because that's something that I'm really eager to see, since, uh, in my honest opinion, this is one of a kind. This ecosystem here with Archangel, it's one of a kind, because you're not only allowing your own projects to go ahead and probably reward your stakeholders, but also any external project that comes into part of the ecosystem. And one more major thing that is good in this ecosystem is the kind of support that each and every project does to the entire ecosystem, right? So you can leverage each product's or project's plus points to your advantage when you have a specific idea or a specific project that you want to be part of. So I
Hmm.
was speaking about this on the chat the other day, like, you have Scratch team coming in for evaluating NFTs. How cool would it be that someone else externally is an NFT creator, and he wants or she wants his or her project to be part of the Archangel ecosystem? Now they can definitely leverage Scratch platform for evaluating their NFTs, so people know what its real worth is. And on the sidelines, you can also have them certified kind of stuff. I mean, we were speaking about this on the AMA, right? So having those Scratch certified portions. So that would be
Hmm.
the advantage that you will have. And to the staking pool, Arca holders, you would get some exclusive NFTs just because you're holding Archangel. So that's something that I really would love to see. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, just a thought, my crazy
Yes.
mind.
Well, and speaking of that, since we're on the subject of Scratch, I do want to say most of these questions are going to be answered. There's going to be an AMA held within their Telegram on
Hmm.
or not January 11th. And
Just
I'm going
two
to
days from
drop
now.
yes, and I'm going to drop in everyone's channel the link to their Telegram. Make sure to go check them
Yeah,
out. Listen into that AMA. They're going to have a lot of answers about what's coming up. Um, I got a feeling they're going to blow everybody away with what they have happening.
yeah. I have certain questions ready from my side as well for that particular AMA. So let's see.
Yes. Yes, I'd say I'm hoping to be able to make it to that one at least for a little bit there.
Absolutely.
Um, let's see. I'm trying to jump back through, see what else we have
Yeah.
happening. Oh
I
man,
have now four
Guardian.
friends who I took in, and I'm proud. Okay, Kaka has a message
Yep, there
on
we
the
go.
chat. Yeah,
This Archangel is
that's
amazing
nice.
token. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, this is what we expect from the community. That's all, right? So it's all about spreading the word and making people aware about the project. I wouldn't ask people to go ahead and pressurize other people to buy it or sell it. That's their individual decisions. That's how I would like to keep things. But give them a perspective, give them a reason to buy. That's enough, right? You should not ask
Right.
someone to buy. You should always give them a reason to buy. Once you give them
Right.
a reason to buy, they will be interested, whole and soul. It's not like, they're just buying it for your, pressure and stuff. It happens usually with certain friends and family members. But once they know the fact that they're buying into a project which has a lot of potential that can definitely make them money, and not just in the short term, but for a very long period of time, that's all the more reason for them to go ahead and buy whatever they can afford to, right? Or sometimes people go a little beyond as well. So I've seen that happen. Once they
Hmm.
start liking the project, they buy a initial small amount, but then later on, once they get to know about it even more and they get more intrigued, they start buying big bags. I mean, there are people out there.
Yeah. That's one thing I was realizing I lost our banner. I lost our infamous banner. So I was trying to
Ah,
retype it real quick.
all right.
Fun. Hold on one
Go
second.
on, let's have it. No problem.
Yeah, it wasn't as easy as just
So
clicking today.
yeah, the Scratch VC is on Jan 11th at 8 p.m. 47 hours from now. Yep.
Yes.
So
Let's
that
see.
means I have to get up another hour early.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do my best to make it to that one. I got a busy,
Yeah.
busy week coming up here.
Hmm.
But, you know, I got a busy week, but it's still not as busy as what, the first quarter of 2022, Archangel, the
Hmm.
ecosystem, the epics. It is crazy of what's all happening, and it's going to happen quickly. This is going to be like a rapid fire.
Exactly. So let's not forget February was the timeline where we expected Guardian to come out. And that's pretty huge because ideally Guardian was supposed to not show up until May or June of this year.
Yes. Hold on one second here. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I, Joe said, take down the picture that's behind my wall. That's a big picture that's right there. I know the camera may make it look small, but yeah, that thing was pretty big. Now, let's
Hmm.
see if I think I have a feeling I know what he's talking about though. Let's see here. I have heard all
All right. So,
really want to be on it. Yeah, you're right cuz you got
yeah,
some that's the thing. They got something amazing that's going on over there. Amazing.
absolutely. It's all about understanding the project, right? So once you understand the project and their idea and the people behind it, that's also something that I would like to even stress. See, anyone can have an amazing idea, but it all comes down to how you execute your idea, whether your idea can materialize from your mind and get that up and running on the way that you want to. So I can come out and say, okay, I want to make a mobile game of which is a 3D big engine, so called, blah blah blah, and I'll be doing it within 1 or 2 days, or say 2 months or 2 years also. But how do I go about getting it done? I cannot single-handedly go ahead and start coding and do the stuff, right? So there has to be a lot of mechanism that needs to be thought of. You need to have people who need to help you out. You need to have the right connections. I'm sure uh, you know even though you do not have it or start from scratch, you need to start building it from scratch as well. So from the foundation level, you need to know whom to contact, you need to know how to handle stuff. So it's not an easy job out there. So
Mhm.
it's all down to how you get things done, rather than just speaking. Even on your white paper or your roadmap, you can put 100 things that you can do in the project, but it all comes down to whether you really achieve them or not. Yeah, we have a question, I believe, from Kaka.
Yes. Yes, I have a question. An ecosystem without Oh, hold on. Hold
Joe
on
is
one
saying
sec.
that there is something behind the picture. Let's go check that out, Carrie.
All right. In order to do this, I this is going to be your show for about 2 minutes here. Give me just one moment. All right?
Absolutely no problem. Go
All
on.
right. I will be right back.
All right.
This is this is going to be wild.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me just run down to the questions. But well, I'm excited now. I don't know what's going on, but that's like a secret reveal that's going to happen. All right. So, Kaka, your question. I have a question on ecosystem without Bitcoin change the Archangel worth. Will we not become a par without any Bitcoin and Ethereum? Not quite actually, because see, the way Archangel is planning itself to be is on a different tangent than what Ethereum or Bitcoin is planning to be, right? So you call Bitcoin as there is no real use case as such for Bitcoin apart from that being used as digital gold or similar to that, right? So that's the only use case that you can see. You cannot see the versatility of Bitcoin in certain projects like we see in others, right? So it's just an asset class, is what my personal opinion is. Similar to what you see gold is right now, right? So and Ethereum sometimes is referred to the silver of the crypto world. So, but Ethereum has its own use cases. It's a network that is built around it, and it's the gas token that you actually go ahead and use, right? So that's something that is of a use case for Ethereum. But when it comes to Archangel, it's a totally different logic or a ball game. Uh, I would say they both are in two different leagues, so it's not good to compare with Bitcoin or Ethereum at all. So Archangel has its own use case, and Ethereum and Bitcoin, they have their own set of use cases. All right. Is it so much fun to put him on the spot? Yeah, kind of. Joe, that's really nice. But I'm excited to know what's behind that picture. Cat is
Yes.
back.
Oh, I'm
You
still
got it
here. It's
ready?
just not quite yet. It's
All
just
right.
taking me a moment to get there.
No problem. Yeah, go on, go on. Let us see the big reveal.
We just got to make sure here. I got to switch some things around.
Yeah.
And so, yes, hold on one second here. I see why that is not loading. Okay, now we can do this.
Crispy, the Mr. Aslan show. Yeah, probably. I'm planning to come out with some of my live streams starting probably next week. I'm just getting some things organized. So once it's done, I'll probably be going live once or twice a week, or probably every single day. I don't know. Haven't yet finalized, but yeah, having some things organized in the background. Once it's done and ready, well, I'll be up for live streams single-handedly. So yeah, you can see more of me on YouTube.
Alrighty,
I hope
guys.
you guys don't get bored. Yeah.
All right. So Joe talked me into this. Let's see here. It's so much fun to put him on the spot.
So
Yes.
you
Yeah. Thank
knew,
you. Thank
you
you.
knew.
Oh no. He just. As soon as he dropped that little. There we go. Okay. So
All
this
right.
is what I do. There we go. All right.
I see it. I see
Wait.
it.
There we go. Okay. So yeah, I ended up having some posters made in
Mm-hmm.
regards to some of the epics because I'm hyped with everything coming. It's my inspiration every day. I come
Wow.
down. That's one of the first things I see, just with the passion of what me and you both, Mr. Aslan, what we want to do with crypto. That means the world to me back there of what's happening.
Wow. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. That's really pretty cool. You
Yes.
got it done for other wings of the Guardian platform as well, or was it just Brainstem?
Currently, the only one I have created is the Brainstem one.
Mm-hmm.
M- my local office
Nice.
max is my local office max is getting to know me very, very, very well lately.
That's cool. That's cool. It really looks nice. So it's
Yes.
time for you to swap the picture on your wall.
Well, this is the goal every week here is before I start my stream,
Hmm.
it is
Ah,
right there. That's usually my task at hand.
that's cool.
Oh, there we go. Let's see.
So
That's not the big.
Brainstem is the YouTube of crypto. It is a complete video library. Yeah. So if people want to know what Brainstem is, this is what it is. It will be a YouTube library of probably short videos on tokens or projects which are out there, which are listed on the Guardian platform, and those videos will be vetted. Those will not be the regular YouTube videos that you actually watch out. So everything will be vetted by certain individuals, and after which it would be on the platform. Now, the vetting thing, I believe, is done so that the relevant content only gets through, and not those uh, so-called gimmicky content that you want to have on YouTube.
Yeah. So the what the purpose of Brainstem is, it does focus on the educational side of things, on the
Yeah,
informational. It leaves the hype. It leaves all the BS that gets tied in with a lot of your typical videos, and it's focused directly on that educational side.
right.
It's for to bring a fifth grader in and they want to learn about crypto. Well, they have a platform where they can see it, they can hear it. Um,
Hmm.
it's pretty impressive with what I have witnessed so far. Let's see.
Oh, you have seen that.
Uh, eh, eh.
Look
So
at that.
it will include
All
how
right.
to's, what
Okay.
is, yes.
That's fine.
It
That's fine.
it
Yeah.
will include the how to's, what is, and what are videos that will help us learn more about crypto. Yes.
Perfect.
Um,
Yeah, that makes absolute sense. I mean, that's
yeah.
one area where you definitely should have, because see, the education doesn't mean that you need to sit and watch hours of videos on crypto, right? So education also means getting aware of those nifty small things. Like, a lot of people even till date do not know how to use Uniswap or PancakeSwap,
Yep.
right? And they do not know that they can import their seed phrases across wallet apps, be it from Trust Wallet to MetaMask or MetaMask to Coinbase. They can do that, and people do not know it. They just go ahead and transfer assets, right? So those smaller things is what sometimes you need to even concentrate on, and even regarding a project, right? So when it
Hmm.
comes down to certain tokenomics of the project, they really do not know how it operates. Like, you say 2% reflections, okay, and people think that, okay, 2% of whatever happens, it will be reflections. That's not the case. Like, if you have a 10% tax, then 2% of the 10% again will be distributed across your percentage holdings in your particular project. So all these nifty little details that may not be known for everyone. And I believe those are the kind of solution areas that you need to really look into when it comes to this particular platform.
Yes. So I do want to say, John's asking here, will Brainstem have basic taxes info? With that, I cannot say
Yeah,
Brainstem because that's focused more on an educational standpoint. But Guardian overall, remember, Brainstem is that component of Guardian, that education, and look at how many components there are
yeah,
with it. It's something that I could say could definitely be a possibility within Arca one way or another, within our ecosystem for sure. And the same goes
absolutely.
and the same goes for ARC 895. Will Brainstem explain the new legislation as it relates to crypto? Again, that doesn't follow the direct educational aspect of crypto and digital assets, but it does fall under everything Guardian stands for. So, going forward, I
Yeah.
could really see that being something involved.
And lately, I have also been seeing a lot of people asking around about taxation and
Yeah.
legislations and regulations and stuff. So, one thing that I want to put across my personal opinion over here, see, taxing and stuff, yeah, it's all fine. But until now, as far as I am personally aware, there is no strong taxation system still in place for crypto. They're utilizing the same old tax system of, your capital gains or your uh, the additional income sources and stuff. That's the same way that they are looking at taxing your income. But how exactly are you taxing? See, on the centralized exchanges, things are on record and you will be able to retrieve them and stuff. But what about dexes, right?
Yeah.
What about your hardware wallets? So you never know. What about staking pools and all those stuff? What about your reflections? I mean, there is a lot of ambiguity out there, right? So
Yes.
uh, it's a bit complicated right now. Apart from the fact that yes, they are asking you to pay your capital gains tax, how do they want to specifically capitalize, charge your capital gains tax? That's something that even I'm unaware of.
Yeah, I know that's one thing that the United States has brought its own FUD around is with the taxation
Yeah.
and with all the regulation that they're talking about. It has a lot of people on
Mhm.
edge. Um, I look at
Yeah,
it this way: whatever's going to happen is beyond our control. We can't stop it, but we can be prepared.
absolutely.
We can be prepared.
Absolutely. No, in my honest opinion, I believe, see, regulation should be there. I'm not saying no, it shouldn't be there, but it should be in such a way that it is actually quantified, right? Not some stupid rule to say that, okay, you are supposed to, pay this much amount of taxes with no single reason as such.
Yeah.
So, see, it's similar to your stocks. Until and unless you realize your profit, it's not a profit.
Yep.
So it's just
Yeah.
showing up on your software, right? So it's just showing up on the software, but where is that actual money with you? It's not on paper, right?
Yep.
So once you realize it is when you can go ahead and start charging taxation. Uh, but yeah, there have been why I brought this topic up is there have been talks about taxing your transactions as well.
Yep.
So your actual crypto transactions, be it even transfers or purchases or sales, they want to tax that too, right? So that's something that we'll have to wait and see.
Yes. Let's see here. Joe is still commenting about with Brainstem projects that
Hmm.
create videos about their project. They can post those on Brainstem, and those same videos will be integrated into the token detail page. So imagine
Hmm.
CG. Imagine CG token pages with videos. Imagine just close your eyes
Wonderful.
and
Yeah.
picture a web page of a one-stop shop. You're not
Hmm.
going to YouTube. You're not going to Twitter, you're not going to all these different places. You're there. You're at that one place. That guardian angel is looking over, making sure everything is in front of you, watching. I've been waiting for that. Kira says one
That's a
espresso
cool way to
machine.
put that across. Yeah.
Yes.
So John, always pay your taxes. Yeah, especially with your wife, you always make your payment of taxes.
Let's
Forget
see
the
here.
government. If you miss the government taxes also, it's fine, but never miss the tax you pay to your wives.
Yes. This Mr. Osland, do you have any experience with
Yeah.
the SafePal wallet? I do not.
No, same here. But see, a wallet is actually stored in the blockchain. It is not specific to any software as such, but yeah, you can still go ahead and have it. But I don't know if you would be able to have it shown or not. I'm not so sure on SafePal. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
not able to comment
because
more on that.
yeah, because where the very key differences, and it's such a simple term, but it is a very technical term that separates the two. So, for
Hmm.
example, most of people, which camera am I on here? Okay, so most
Yeah.
people relate these, as cold storage wallets.
Ledger?
Eh, I want to
No,
correct
they're
one
not.
thing. Yes, and that's a misconception out there. There is a technical
Yeah,
difference between a cold storage and a hardware wallet. The difference,
absolutely.
a cold storage will literally disconnect your assets from that blockchain and be stored offline. A hardware wallet, like your Ledger, your Treasure, your Elipal, those are what they call a hardware wallet. That
Yeah,
device solely stores your seed phrase for your transaction approval. It makes sure that that private key never touches an online interface. So when we look at that technical standpoint, because I was always curious, I really dug at a forensic level on this. Okay, what's the difference?
hmm,
I get here the misconception. So I hope tonight that does help people learn a little bit difference between a cold storage, which was more commonly used with Bitcoin. With Ethereum, hardware wallets are the thing. If it does
yeah,
say a hardware wallet, that means that your wallet is still stored online. You can jump on Etherscan, scan, throw your wallet address in, and you can see your assets. The same with Xerion, with some of the tools that you utilize, Mr. Oslin.
yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing that I get so frustrated when I see people say, "Yeah, I got a cold wallet. I got my ledger today." It's like, no.
Yeah,
But
I'm also part of this other project which I cover on my YouTube channel called. Okay, well, I won't name it, but they have come out with their cold storage wallets, and they are literal copper coins. All right, so they
mhm.
are just copper coins etched with the logo of that particular project, and that will have pre-stored crypto on it. Right, so that's actually a pure cold storage wallet. So until and unless you input the private key onto any interface to view your assets, that will not show up in your Etherscan. That will not have a wallet address as such. Nothing as such available on the blockchain until and unless you go ahead and input the private key to any of the interfaces. So once you do that is when you can have access to those assets.
uh, one question I'd like to ask in that, if you can
Hmm.
answer, what blockchain are they utilizing for this project?
BSC.
They are okay. Yep.
Yeah, but this cold storage wallet, the cryptos that you can load into them, they have various options. So they have this vendor who actually does that. And loading the cryptos, you can actually sometimes manually choose what and how much percentage of crypto that you want to load. It can even be Bitcoin, it can even be Ethereum, it can be any other ERC token or BSC token as such, right?
Gotcha.
So that's left to you on what you want to load on the particular wallet. On the copper coin, I would say, not a wallet actually, but it's a cool souvenir. In fact, I really like that. But yeah,
Yeah, they're
that's
taking it
what is a
back.
cold storage.
Yes, and thank you. I'm so glad somebody else understands that with me because out of my whole educational experience, that is probably the one scenario that almost
Hmm.
99% of people just are misguided. And
Yeah.
it was striking me as, okay, I hear so many different things. I am digging into this. And I spent 3 days
Hmm.
hardcore researching, way back from 2008, 2009 when Bitcoin launched. Okay, where did the
Hmm.
concept come from? And yeah, that was an awesome journey for me, let me tell you.
That's right. See, but hardware wallets are more towards having an additional layer of security for approving all your transactions, right? So
Yes.
that's the best security that you can get. I would still advise a lot of people, if you are well aware of how to use hardware wallets, definitely use them for your long-term investments, not the short-term trading ones, because you do have a 8% specific tax for moving in and out of your wallets, apart from the tokenomics that's there. So that's ledger tax, as they call it, right?
Yeah, Ledger.
So
Yeah.
exactly. So you need to be a little careful with that. But if you have long-term investments in place and you want to really keep your assets safe, then hardware wallets are the best, because anyone who uses a hardware wallet on a literal basis cannot get scammed, because any transaction or any transfer that happens, until and unless you approve it physically on the device, the hardware wallet that you have, right? So there are two buttons, or there would be touchscreen interface, or there would even be a fingerprint scanner. It depends on the models to models, or different manufacturers as well. Until and unless you do that, the transaction doesn't go through. even though you have approved the transaction on the blockchain with the gas fee and stuff, it should still be approved on your hardware device for that to
Yep.
go through. So that's the additional layer of security that definitely will help you a lot in terms of safeguarding your assets. So that's the reason I would strongly suggest people to get a hardware wallet, provided you're keeping your cryptos for long term. For short term trading, use a normal hot wallet, which is your regular softwares, be it MetaMask, Trust Wallet. You have other wallets which have come out recently as well. You have SaitaMask, you have SafeMoon Wallet, you have uh, I mean, hell lot of applications right now with a lot of wallets. But yeah, whatever you feel comfortable to use. But use a good one which has a good user interface and a lot of people using it as well. Do not go for third-party wallets which are from certain projects which you're not so aware of. Be a little careful, even though they might seem a little enticing. Uh, Let me put it across this way: mobile applications are the easiest to get probably hacked. That's the way it is. So security of mobile apps is something that is really a concern. And on a technical side, be it any app out there, not related to only crypto, there have been serious talks about mobile applications, because that's like giving information or probably a backdoor access to your entire device, and that's very easy for anyone to go ahead and get that. So you need to be really careful from where you download, even though it's legit. Always download from a legit website alone. So go to the official and get over to Google Play Store link from the official websites. That's where you go ahead and download applications. Do not do it from any third-party sources.
Yes. 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 Oh my goodness. Yes. Um. Yeah. Remember, still at the end of the day,
Okay.
you are your first line of defense out there, no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a question from Demented Crypto. Do projects that are part of the ecosystem have access to post their projects on Brainstorm? Absolutely, yes. So because projects which are part of the ecosystem will definitely be there as part of Guardian as well. So that is a shop for advertising themselves. So yeah, quite obvious that any project on Guardian will definitely have their videos on the brainstem.
Yes. Yeah. So this is something. Yeah. Do projects are part of the ecosystem have access to poster projects? Most definitely. There is going to be a category that will cover actual internal projects. And when
Hmm.
I say, and I don't want to say, let's say the ecosystem projects. That leaves a broad spectrum because of the assistance that, the shared utility. That is something that is beneficial to be able to have out there. And I believe that's where Joe was responding, saying yes. And the Arca
Hmm.
ecosystem projects will create videos. Hold on, let me rephrase that. Okay, yes, and Arca's ecosystem projects who create videos will automatically have their project videos land on a featured project video list at the top of Brainstem. I think that's going to be massive, massive, massive.
Yeah.
Let's
So
see
I was
here.
just going through, the SafePal wallet question that we had earlier. So as far as the website actually says, it says the supported 32 blockchains and 30,000 plus tokens till now. So see, on a technical aspect, you can still go ahead and store your Archangel on the SafePal wallet, but I'm not so quite sure if it actually displays in the list, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we have a special guest.
Yes.
Ed.
What's up, Mr. Ed? It was
Usually I'm
funny.
still
Nice sudden entry that you had. All right, so now I'm intrigued.
Dun dun dun.
Okay.
ta-da! Uh,
Yeah, the big reveal, the
you
background music.
thing to send to Caddy though. I DM you something, Caddy, but don't show first.
Okay.
Caddy has a lot of errands to run today.
You get it, Caddy?
Yes, I'm reading real quick.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's see here.
there
I
is
must
something
go
which
for
is.
Joe's approval though. Wait, hang on.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, all right.
All right, you want me to go
So
ahead and
Ed,
pull
you
this
got
up on
your.
screen?
Sorry?
Did you want
Uh,
me to?
Go on,
yeah,
go
you
on.
can show it on screen though. That's what the staking pool is about anyway today.
Let's see here at the.
Go ahead.
Yeah. In
Okay.
the meantime, he is reading. Oh, done,
Yes.
Caddy.
Yep. I just want to make sure with me and mathematical things. Hold on one second. I'm trying to figure out where
Go
is.
on, go on, go
Oh,
on. Take your time. Take your
there we
time.
go. The one thing is, there we go. I'm able to blow that up quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, Ed. If you're ready, I can throw this up on screen for you, sir.
Yeah, please do, please do.
At the end of the lock period, I will receive my stake tokens plus my staked by total staked into rewards.
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
So basically, right now, right? I mean, you guys are having the reflection, but that
Uh-huh.
is the total number of wallets, about 4,000 wallets. You're sharing the reflection, right? But for staking pool, it's just you versus those people in the staking getting the rewards.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and then for this time around, the first pool we are talking about 150 T of Arca for as a reward pool. You
Mm-hmm.
guys got it? Yeah. So this is the formula they're working on for this coming staking pool. And did I send Caddy? Caddy, I also send you the link. Are you there, Caddy?
There we go. I was muted. I was letting you speak there. I haven't received the link yet. Let's
No.
see.
Oh,
No,
sorry, I
sir.
sent it to the wrong one. My bad, my bad. Just hang on, hang on. I sent to Joe though. Yep, you get the link now.
Yes, I have it.
Yeah.
All right, let me get this opened up.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Ooh. I just got chills. Hold on, guys. I don't have this available for your screen yet. I want to be selfish. I want to hone in on this for a second. All right,
It's very raw.
guys.
It's very raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go
Guys.
ahead, drum roll. Da 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 da.
Done.
Done. Wow.
Okay, so it is still a very raw UI that we have come because it's rather than a
Uh-huh.
static page, we have to link to our contract. So the staking function is still not available, but you can read that in 2 days and 40 minutes time and counting down, the pool will be open for you to stake.
What?
You can see it.
Yes. That's what
And you
I
have to
seen.
count down,
That's what I
right?
seen.
Yeah. So in 2 days, we'll open the pool for staking, and then you have another 2 days to decide whether you want to stake within. So in total, you have 4 days. 2 days to open
Okay.
and wait for 2 days. And I also put up the terms and conditions in below. So right now, I'm supposed to remove it, but we just put it down there to tell people what is it all about. Any
Oh.
other
All
questions?
right. Okay. Yes, I
Yes.
have a lot of questions first and foremost. So, Caddy, you want to go first or let
um
me?
One, I just kind of want to reiterate why this is going to be
Mhm.
open for 2 days, because I had mentioned this earlier in the main chat. As far as the 2 day open period, ETH gas, guys, right now it's been so haywire, so sporadic. It's given the opportunity for people to find a good entry point. So thank you, Sir Ed. Many of us appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
So just remember, guys, this reward pool is just Arca to Arca. There's no other ecosystem project token in yet. Because after doing some math, right, we realize that even let's say Scratch to launch like within end of the month and stuff, it takes time to accumulate enough reflection to give out as rewards for people to stake. And we also do a math
Mhm.
on our reward pool that for the past 3 months that we are on, we are talking about only reflected about close to 100 or 180 T of Arca that is reflected to 4,000 wallets. So
Nice.
now we are doing 150. I think the next reward pool, Joe and I are discussing that we are looking at 100 Arca and other ecosystem project token. So mainly that will be, the next pool will be Arca, Scratch, and possible Guardian. But this pool
Wow.
itself is just Arca to Arca. So to very blatantly, this
Mhm.
is a 90 days thing lockup pool. There's also emergency withdrawal. I think there are some questions. Let me go through with you guys.
Yeah, I have a lot, so
Yeah,
if you have an FAQ, that would help.
so first question that I have is that when you stake, what happened to a token? The token actually goes into the stake contract. It doesn't go
Mhm.
anywhere. It goes into the stake contract. The other one, somebody asked about APY. APY doesn't. It actually stands for annual percentage yield, but it doesn't apply to us because we are just staking for the reward pool and not doing a DeFi kind of staking.
Yes.
Third
Mhm.
question, sorry. Uh, so there's a question: do stake token goes to the pool or Uniswap Arca, or are they removed from the available supply? No, you don't remove. You just go into the stake contract. You
Yeah.
still inside the contract circulation itself. Okay, number 5. Do I manually claim my reward? Yes. Towards the 90 days, you have to manually claim to make sure because we don't want to just give it to you and then somebody claim I didn't receive it. I want the person to go manually claim it to say that to know that they are claiming it. I will
Correct.
have
Yeah.
people who ask, hey, I didn't receive that stuff and I don't want to start fighting again. Okay, number 6. Do you see total Arca reflection being added? No, there's no reflection in the Arca pool. Right? As I said, once you go into the staking pool, you don't get the normal reflection anymore. You have to give it to other people at that stage. But imagine you are actually fighting with less people for more tokens. Number 7, when tokens are claimed, does my ARCA balance in the pool just increase by itself or does it show my original staking balance and also my reward? Yes, you only just show your principal plus your reward. You will only see what your wallet will get back. All right?
Mhm.
Number 8, do I have to restake in every time or go restake every time or am I automatically enrolled in the next staking pool? No, you have to unstake it because the next pool will be different. Because the rewards are also different. Because the mechanism are also different. So you really have to
Mhm.
restake. Number 9, what happens if I do not claim my reward at the end of the staking period? What do you guys think? Should I just confiscate or give them 1 month allowance? No, just kidding. Uh, I guess
If you're confiscating, then you'll have to pay them interest.
yeah, I think we will just announce in the main TGM website that these people have to unstake within a week or a month out thing, and we are definitely going to look at telling people. But I don't see people not doing the unstaking though,
Yeah.
right? It's like you go to the bank and put a fixed D, and then you say I don't know, I forgot about my fixed D. It can't be. Right?
Well, come on. There is a certain onus that you have as you are staking. We are all adults and we know how to use our finances. So it's not always spoon feeding by everyone, right? So
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
So number 9, what happened? Okay, number 10. Sorry, what staking pool company manage our pool, and what is the fee, and how do we pay that fee? At the current juncture, it's actually managed by ourselves. We're also learning how the whole staking pool is doing it. At the payment of whole operation right now is paying. Arca team is actually paying it itself using the MS wallet. We'll see how it goes. But as I said, the only thing that you guys need to pay is a gas fee to go in the staking contract and then covers it. That's about it. So don't worry about that. Of course, we're also paying
mhm.
some people to maintain the contract for us as a reward to go forward. Okay, number
Mhm.
11, does staking pool have insurance? At this current juncture, I don't think there's any insurance company doing staking pool insurance per se. Or am I wrong?
I have heard of certain DAOs which have staking pool insurances, but that's again with venture capitals backing them, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
it's like they
correct.
have a physical asset because most of those staking pools will have equivalent amount of USDTs or USDCs available with them, which are stable tokens, and those stable tokens are created as assets and they will be given out as insurance. But crypto insurance is pretty much new; it's not out there for each and every staking pool. Only those, like I said, venture capital or financial institution backed so-called staking pools will have those insurances because they have the physical assets to go ahead and claim insurance for.
Yeah, true. So my answer to the
But
question is
regularly
actually,
with crypto, no. Yeah.
yeah. So my answer to that is no. We do not have any crypto insurance for that for now. We definitely
Yeah.
will look into it if there is one, but I don't think we'll ever
I mean,
get
no
it.
one is providing it in the first place.
Yeah,
So,
right.
For you to
So
have it, there has to be someone who can provide it for you. So no one is actually providing it right now. So until unless someone starts providing crypto insurance, well, you cannot have it.
yeah.
Yes.
So the next question I have is there was an emergency withdrawal. I don't get rewards if I unstake early. Yes, it's like fixed deposit. You do not get any rewards. What happened with the reflection that I was going to get? Of course, you will not get your reflection because you're out of the main ecosystem for the reflection. Right? So people just doing it. That's the reason why I said there's always the opportunity cost or impairment loss you're talking about when you go to staking. You always have to compare yourself staking it or you want to go for investment with your money, right? So
Hmm.
that's what I meant by impairment cost loss, in the sense that you have to weigh all these style of things for to think for yourself. DYOR for say this is not a financial advice, but as I said, you are fighting against lesser number of wallets to do staking for 150K. That's about it. Number 13, the last question I have is when the pool is open, can I add my Arca to my original stake? So the first staking period, I stake 10P and then the pool opens again. Okay. So the last question is basically simple. Once the pool open, you only stake once. Once the pool close, or you can stake any time you want, you're still connected to it. Use the same wallet. Every time you add on, it will be based on the wallet and how much you stake. The contract will know per wallet is how much at stake. But to go to the next
Okay.
pool, I think is you need to manually doing and unstake it and stick in the new pool. That's about it, though. Right?
Ed, is there a possibility that this can also be how there can also be an option where you directly enter into the next pool instead of unstaking it by paying a single gas fee? Can that be something that
No,
could
you
be
can't
done?
because you can't because this is the basic staking contract we are doing it before we want to expand it out. The initial plan was to be cross chain, but there's too many unknown as in we do not know whether our ecosystem has other token that is coming in. Like for example,
Yeah.
let's say maybe Mr. Aslan, you have a new token and you want to use it
Mm-hmm.
in Matic, then will be a Matic
Mm-hmm.
Aslan. Or maybe KD come in and say, I want a BSC KD token, the ecosystem then
Mm-hmm.
BSC. Then it's already it's unknown. So having an unknown staking contract actually costs more gas fee to run. At this juncture,
Mm-hmm.
we're trying to cut the cost of operation going forward right now. So, for example, right now, Joe has informed me that, okay, the confirmed project that is incoming will be Scratch, Guardian, and Brainstem.
Mm-hmm.
All I will be ERC20. Yes, then I'll say, oh, that's easy because then I know that Arca, Guardian, Scratch, and Brainstem. Four tokens, four reward tokens in the next pool. So the cost of
Mm-hmm.
operation is also cheaper to run that way because we know there's a fixed cost to run it, rather it to be an
Mm-hmm.
open end contract. I know some people will say that you're going to spend a lot, but it is how I say it is like we are trying to make the reward more lucrative than how much you're going to spend in gas fee and more than how much reflection you get in reality. This is why
Mm-hmm.
we are saying that staking pool reward staking is very different from DeFi staking at all,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Perfect.
So seems like
So I
there's no
have one more question, Ed, if you're okay to take it.
sure.
Yeah. So I know the answer for this based on the technical stuff that are actually involved in the background, but for the benefit of all, why was this staking pool designed for a 90-day period? And why was it designed in this method of staking and unstaking and going to the next reward? I mean, you answered this staking and unstaking and moving on to the next reward, but why was it specific to 90 days or why was it done this way?
Well, somebody once we were talking about somebody even requested to be a year. Some people talking about 60 days. But we
Mm-hmm.
reckon that staking is important per se for to reward people who believe Aka long term and want to go inside
Mm-hmm.
it. So, but there's also a lot of changes every time we are talking about. It's like 3 months down the road, we can see the other tokens in our ecosystem that pops up. That's why we are saying that
Mm-hmm.
90% and stick and then carry on again. But to have it an open contract, but why to look at it, it will be unfair for people to come in later. So we rather be specific to a pool to pool basis. But then again, this structure of thinking or design may change when we grow. Because right now we are also taking at this opportunity to learn how this whole staking revolve and evolve in what's the economics of it for running this whole
Mm-hmm.
thing. At the same time, what are the things that incoming for other projects that is coming to learn. But at this juncture, also to be very blunt with you guys, we are also looking at how I say APY type of staking, meaning really based on percentage, set a percentage per year with your stake. That is slightly more complex in the way of DeFi or EVM type of staking. But
Mm-hmm.
right now, Arca is still a very ecosystem type of token. We are not going to move to
Mm-hmm.
EVM. We may form up or get other people to form our EVM portion of the Arca community to do that eventually.
Absolutely, yeah. It makes perfect sense. So what I had in my mind was also on the similar lines because see, whenever you have new projects coming in and adding into the ecosystem, it cannot be like 15 days they'll be ready with the token. Like take the newest project Scratch for example. But it takes them time to establish themselves, and that 90 days period will give you that enough time to have new projects onboarded as well as the epics and the features added to Archangel as well. So I believe that's the way that that 90 days portion has been selected for the staking pool. But
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, well, sorry, I have a question on the formula that you earlier showed regarding the rewards divided by sorry the stake divided by the total stake into the rewards, right? So that rewards is what? Is it the percentage or the number of tokens?
The rewards is 150 Arca. So it's
Oh, all right. So this is specific to this particular staking pool, the first phase, is it?
yes,
Yes.
correct.
This formula. Okay, okay.
Yes.
I
So
thought
it's
this was a
your
generic formula for.
right. So it's your
Uh-huh.
portion that you're getting will be your principal plus
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
your stake versus total stake times the rewards. That's our bracket. Kenny, can you show the formula again? Do you mind?
Yes. Yep. Give me one second. Let
Yeah.
me go back to it here. So that
So it's
formula.
as similar to you getting reflections for 150 trillion tokens.
Yeah, but you
So
only right now you are actually just
Yeah.
seeing how I say you are just fighting against people who stake for
Mm-hmm.
the rewards.
gotcha.
Got it.
Now,
I frankly speaking, I will not see most of people come in because some of people are really just daily traders. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Bigger wallets, I do not dare to vouch for them. So as I say,
Mm-hmm.
you guys may want to really DYOR coming in per se. So
Mm-hmm.
you guys get this formula now.
Yeah.
At the end of the
Got it.
log
Got it.
here, I receive my stake token plus my
Mm-hmm.
stake over total stake token times the rewards. It's a simple math.
Yeah,
yep.
got it, got it. No, I thought this was a regular formula for the entire staking pool, and now it's clear with me.
Yeah, imagine right now it's 150 T ARCA. So
Mm-hmm.
in future pool will be maybe 100 T of ARCA, 100 T of Scratch, maybe half 500 billion worth of Guardian, or maybe half 100
Mm-hmm.
billion worth of Brainstem. I mean, I do not know what other tokens reflection will be later, but or rewards.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So I'm saying that this is the formula we'll be working towards to get all the pools in future.
Wow.
All
Yep.
right.
Nick B saying show some examples with some numbers. I'll tell you what, by check back, we'll have another video. I'll have some stuff thrown
Mm-hmm.
together so I can actually put it out and just and show
Yeah.
in real world situation
All
there.
right.
Okay.
Um,
So the
now,
staking.
I mean, we can just tell it verbally, Caddy. So if you could just bring up the formula once again, if you don't
yes.
mind. Yeah.
One question that just popped through on a DM to me is, and this one's for you, Ed, sir, is there's not going to be a maximum number of people who can enter the staking pool, correct? That's going to be, there's no cap on how many people can enter.
No cap.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think there was, and traditionally, hold on one second here. I'm trying to pull it back up. There we go.
Yeah.
What is going on here? Okay,
Let
that's a
me
wrong
also
thing.
get my calculator out.
Yes. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's get that back up on screen here for everybody.
Excuse me. Yeah. So, taking this formula in place, Nick, for your question, just think that you have staked 10 trillion Archangel tokens. All right. So 10 trillion Archangel tokens is what you stake. That's your my stake tokens. And the total stake tokens, like whoever have staked their entire token, the entire reward, I mean, the staking pool, I'm sorry, not reward pool, is 100 trillion. All right. So you have 10 trillion, whereas the total stake pool is 100 trillion. So 10 divided by your 100 is 1%. I mean, am I right? 1 or 0.1?
10%.
Are we getting?
10 over 100 is 10%.
Yeah, that's 0.1. All right. So 0.1 into 150 trillion, that's the rewards, is what you would be getting as the entire at the end of the staking period. All right. This is simple maths. That's it.
Yes, sorry about that, guys. I had to pull it down for just a second there. But yeah.
Yeah. Hope that
Eh,
clarified, Nick. But yeah, like Caddy said, he'll come out with a separate video explaining it with specific numbers as such. So yeah,
yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
do one too.
yeah, it's one of those things, when you talk about it, it's really hard to imagine it, but when you can lay it out and see it visually, yes, it does help. And thank you for creating this, because I all the time when people talk about how do staking pools work, what do you mean that I get a percentage of the pool that I own, all that things. It's to us saying it makes sense, but to the average person who doesn't know, it's like speaking a foreign language. And so sometimes it's really, really hard to grasp there. And I do apologize. That question I misread. Is there going to be a max? Hold on one second here. Let me dig back down. Is there's going to be a maximum number people can stake, an Arca amount? Is there going to be a cap on the actual tokens that can be staked?
No.
Okay, so let's see here. Not a max number of tokens that people can stake. Yep. Okay.
Now, who you want to limit people to stake?
We have one more question.
Okay.
2% of tokenomics goes to marketing or staking plus 150 trillion equals rewards. No, I guess it's just the 150 trillion as the rewards.
2%.
The tokenomics part is specific to reflections, am I right? So do we have any tokenomics built for staking? No, right?
No. I already said you are entering into a contract. You never you forfeit your 2%.
Yes, that 150 trillion was set aside at launch. That was something that was part of the pre-launch, and when Arca launched, that was set aside for the staking pool. Now, the 2% from tokenomics that goes to marketing and staking, 2% goes to that wallet. There is a certain percentage that gets set aside for staking pools and things of that nature. I think that's what they were trying to get at. But that 150 trillion was something already set aside right at launch for us here. Let's see. Actually, Joe explained it. 2% of the transaction tax goes to our ops budget, exchanges, marketing, staking pool, and charities. Yep. So we're on the same page.
Yeah, right. So that's on the tokenomics part. But we have Johnny asking another question. When it closes after 2 days, will we know what the total stake is right away? Like, do we have any visualization of what is the total stake pool?
You'll be under TVL. TVL stands for total value lock.
Yeah.
That will
So
be
that will be displayed on the web page. Yeah.
Right now you don't see it because there's no staking people yet. So right now this is countdown to opening, and then we will see another window to see TVL. TVL stands for total value lock.
Yep.
Yeah.
So once total value lock, you know that let's say I see my 10T versus 200T of the TVL will be the total number. Then you will know that what's your own percentage.
Yes.
Ed, just another quick question from my side. Would you also have a possibility of showcasing your percentage contribution in the staking pool?
It will show only to you. You have to connect to your wallet, right? It only show to you, not show to the public. Because you need to connect to your wallet to do the calculation. Because the contract will put your wallet address as your ID. To show how many tokens is being locked into the value, and then so for us, to be frank, I will not be able, even as the administrator, we will not be able to see who is it to do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but we do know number of stakers and total value locked. That's about it.
Yeah. So you collect your token and you get to know your percentage there.
Yeah. So unless you guys allow me to scan through every wallet, then that is not that great. Right? There's no every wallet, right?
Precisely the reason I asked the question to you
I mean,
in
it's a
terms of
contract.
privacy.
It's a blockchain contract. We can't see that
Yeah.
probably.
No problem. So I think Nick might have missed the answer to this. Will there be a limit on how much one can stake? No. There will not be a max cap on that.
Yeah.
Because, and that's the thing. For the ones that do offer those max caps, what ends up happening is a person can still, there's nothing to prevent somebody from creating multiple wallets and dropping, you know, if you have a max of 50 trillion, or we'll say 50 trillion, they could create 50 wallets holding 50 trillion. So there's really no benefit to that in my eyes in the long run. Again, not financial advice, but I do like how that is, that there is no set cap on that overall.
Yeah, I think another question I have is rather interesting is, what if someone stake all their Arca and they cannot do pre-sales into Scratch or Guardian? Dun, 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 dun. Okay, you get what I mean?
Yes.
Okay,
So
I think at the end of the day, you probably just need to screenshot for or shout out at us to say, hey, I have stake in Arca. I want to do a pre-sale to Scratch. We will try to ask Scratch what are the things that they need to check whether you hold Arca. But I don't see that a problem. So you can stake and still get pre-sale for into those projects. Joe may kill me without asking me, yeah, but that's how it goes to run.
well, ain't you just so kind there, Ed?
Because I think since 6 a.m. today, I was talking to AI and Joe about staking. I think the fundamental issue is about pre-sales into other token if you stake of whole Arca. The whole Arca staking rewards everything. I think is quite straightforward as you see the formula as it is. I think a lot of people is pushing, keep on asking how long is the staking round. I think yeah, we're pushing it around this week. And I think on off I did drop a lot of hint to people in the main TG also. And some people even get to see some of the raw image that we do. But then I realized that if you guys remember one day, Caddy, you DM me to say the website is down.
Yes.
When I tried to change the certificates for
Yes.
society, all the apps and the website. So when those type of thing happens, a lot of people who knows about how web host or webmaster work, you understand why is the situation. That was when I start to shift to separate the staking and to different servers type of thing to get it running. At the same time, now we have to watch the and then last weekend we have unfortunately we have a stupid Ethereum gas fee issue where a lot of people cannot sell, a lot of Uniswap issue that of thing. So I was like, damn. So that's the reason why I say I set a poll for 2 days. Like you guys want to be 30 hours, 48 hours, or 60 hours to open for people to choose. So yeah. So Joe already said will be open in 2 days, and the pool will be open in another 2 days. So right now you can see the website. The countdown is real that the pool will be open. Right? So the countdown now is 1 day, 23 hours, 48 minutes, and 36 seconds.
Yes, I still have that open. By the way, I love that UX. I love that user interface. That is sleek, clean, inviting. Like, oh, that's why I said I had to ponder on it for a moment before I pulled it on the screen. I think I was drooling there, maybe.
No, I mean this is not one of the best.
You didn't show us. You didn't show us that.
Okay, the website, I think you can just go to staking.archangeltoken.com. You guys can see that directly.
Oh. No, I meant him drooling.
Oh yeah, no. That was weird. Okay.
All right. So,
oh gosh. Yes.
You have any other questions?
But I can understand the feeling, Carrie. I mean, it has been something that we have got as a big surprise today. It's a really big surprise.
Yes.
But oh man, that's really big because the website still shows that 25% progress, and all of a sudden, Zoom, it's up to 100%.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So yeah, a big shout out to everyone who was involved, including you, Caddy, because you did have that first-hand experience with the staking pool and stuff. So a big thanks to everyone who have gone ahead and probably worked hard to build this entire staking pool, right? So they do deserve a big thanks.
Yeah, I have nothing to do with the staking pool. I just help where I
Oh,
can.
I thought.
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
I
So,
just
but
help where I
nonetheless,
can.
you did go ahead and test it out, and that really matters, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm always looking at the user interface part because ease of use is something that every people definitely need. I mean, you can build a very complex system out there, but if no one knows how to use it, and it's it's like you need to study a big book of records to even start, with the basics. So then that's not in for a lot of people, right? So user interface really plays a very vital role.
Yes. You know, functionality and utility, it is
Hmm.
one thing, but I think it still weighs 50-50. You got to have
Yeah.
that good UX with a great utility. With these young minds nowadays, I can consider myself in that older fart class. I just celebrated yeah. Um, but that's the one thing I realize is, as a YouTuber myself, I'm
Hmm.
very organic. I'm very down home in roots. But what I realize that this world, what they feed off of is you got to appeal to their eyes. Like you have to.
Yeah.
It is crazy. Are
Absolutely.
we?
I absolutely agree. Yeah,
Yes,
Ed?
stake. Yes, staking will open on. Are we saying staking will be closed? Oh, yes.
Yeah. I guess today is Monday for me. That's 2 days. Wednesday, yeah. On Friday it will be closed.
That's Aslan. That will be our Friday, but to
Yeah.
them it's their Thursday though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For a
Thursday.
few it's Friday, for a few it's Thursday because
Yeah, yeah,
it's
correct.
Monday for me here, but still a Sunday for Caddy.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we stated on the website that it's based on GMT January 12th, 2022, 3 a.m. GMT time. Then it will be 2 days, and then we close on the 14th January 2022, 3 a.m. GMT time.
Hmm.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Ed, you're very popular. I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt there.
Yeah,
The wife had just showed me something.
yeah, that's to take note. I don't DM people about toys. I don't DM people about
Yes.
ETH or whatever. So
Oh,
I'll ask anybody will ask that. I mean, scammer will never know that, or maybe they know but they don't know that. People will ask me what is my favorite drink. My answer will be what? Long
I don't
Island
have nothing.
Long
Tea.
Island
Yeah.
iced tea.
And the next question we'll ask is how many Lambo has Joe burnt for me?
Mhm.
Anyway. It's
Yeah.
one of those three. Pick your poison.
Well,
Yeah.
you actually gave out the answers here on the live stream today, so
Yeah.
it will be easier for others to scam now.
Yeah. So I
But
always tell
yeah,
people when they ask when they say it's my DM, just ask them what's my favorite drink and how many of my number was burned by Joe. That's about it. Right?
but
Answer.
Ed, you know what? I have a few tokens which are worth a few $1 million. Would you like to take them?
Huh? What do you mean?
I know it's okay. I'll give it to you for free.
No.
Because they're all dust tokens that I have, okay? All those
Yeah.
dust tokens that I have. I don't have BNB, I don't have ETH. I have a lot of dust tokens in my bag, which are worth, quite a lot of BNBs or Ethereum. So I'll just send it across to you so you can just keep them, safeguard them. But yeah, guys, on a lighter note, but on a serious side, please be very careful with anyone who is actually sending you a DM asking for. I mean, I just did a recent video on this as well on my crypto wisdom playlist. It's out there. You can just go check that out. I couldn't get the screenshots from the one that happened with Ed, your end, but I did get it from another project. But it's on the similar guidelines. So all these scammers out there, they have it's a scripted dialogue, right? So they say, "Hi, are you free? I have need of some assets. Can I borrow it for some 1 hour or so?" If you tell them you don't have BNB, they will ask for Ethereum. If you say that you do not have point 0.2 BNB, then they ask you for point 0.1. I mean, it might seem a little smaller to you, but if you look at it, 10 people sending point 0.1 is just 1 BNB for them.
Yeah.
So be very, very careful. They work out with a lot of volume. So No one ever in Archangel sends you a DM asking for anything as such. Okay, asking for anything as such, unless and until you have sent them a DM and asked, requested some assistance. Always keep the chats on official. The moment you get a DM from anyone, be it me, Ed, Caddy, or Quester, or anyone out there in the Archangel team, right, or any other crypto project in general, go to their official chat, be it Discord or Telegram, put a direct message stating that this and this person has DM me. Is it a scam or legit? Let the same person respond to you, or someone else who is at the board level respond to you on the official chat stating that yes, this is something legit, you might have been contacted for so and so reason. Then is when you can go forward with the conversations, right? Apart from that, please do not proceed such conversations, block the user, move forward. And there is also a way, in case people are not aware, on the BSC scan you can go ahead and report specific wallets. Now, in this particular screenshot, which I have in the video, the scammer also sent out a wallet address where you can send the BNB or ETH, right? So if you get such information, you can also go ahead and report such wallets on BSC scam. You can do that. I have shown that option. You can just go check that video too.
Yeah.
Ed.
Now I'm showing my hands here. I can't type, so I don't know whoever DMing people. I can't type. My hands are here. Right? Katie,
Yeah.
your mic is off. Katie, your mic is off.
Be very careful, guys. Be very
Yeah,
careful.
yeah.
That's all we can say. Yeah, well, Ed, on the sidelines, do you know of a feature where you can actually do voice typing? Like you speak and Google recognizes what you're speaking and types it on the chat. What if
Uh,
you're doing that
there
now?
are some voice recognition software filter to do that. It's a bit complicated right now. There is that. But I mean, at this
No,
juncture, to be very blunt, what are the next Arca path mapping we are looking at?
hmm,
We are actually looking at upgrading Arca to become possible Arca DAO.
wow.
Okay, so that we have problem. You still remember those were days we have problem in
Hmm.
voting for the votes and stuff. So we want people who hold the token to be able to vote. This is something that we are working on
Okay.
right now. Then we are also looking at possible partner with some of the EVM companies or the startup to do together so that we can work together with some swaps and everything that we are going forward to. So these are the utility we are growing,
Did you
but
say sums up?
yeah, some EVM utilities that Arca will partner
Okay.
with some other people. So these are things that we
Uh-huh.
are looking at. So there's also another request about flash loan or crypto loan from as a utility.
Hmm.
So we are also looking at how to utilize that. So but that will take a while because now it's a new year and then there's a Singapore is great. I mean busy for the Chinese New Year celebration, which is in the 1st of February. And the team are all around the world and just now doing some adjustment. In fact, for this taking pool, I actually work with a Japanese and a Russian to help to do this thing to go forward to make it cross chain later. We are also a lot of people asking them are grumbling that why ETH staking might be yes ETH because right now we are native ETH. Gas fee might be a little bit expensive. But once our other chain token I just want to show my hand, so I cannot do Telegram right now. Guys, I'm not doing Telegram DMing you guys. Uh, we are looking at a better chain for transaction fee per se type of thing. That's why AI are busy looking at other chain for launching the new token style thing and moving forward. But right now, the first pull is really just to give you guys those who stake the more rewards than the reflection itself. At the same time, we are also trying to study how much gas we are running and how much maintenance we are looking at to run the whole thing. So a lot of people say, why is it not free to do staking or not? I say, come on, even bank fixed deposit, you're actually paying a fee to do fixed deposit. It just deduct away from your
Yeah.
reward or the interest rate, right? So everything that we do, there's a fee. It's just like, do you know, guys, how much we paid for airdropping the new token to you guys?
Yes.
Nobody asked. Everybody is grumbling, but nobody asks how much we have to pay just to airdrop the new token to you guys. And
Yeah, I
everybody,
think it was somewhere around 30, 35 Ethereum, right?
yes.
Yes.
And how much is that?
Yeah.
A lot of
Think
people is asking why we are not doing it.
People can do the math.
How is paying for that? At any time that all this sort of thing, to be very blunt, is community money.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's even
Mhm.
our own pocket money upfront to do this thing. And people are just,
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, so a lot of things that, come on, guys, I mean, let's be realistic. We are all human and we are not like the whales having so much wallet up there, sort of thing, right?
Yeah.
So, these are
Absolutely.
things that all these
Yeah, I mean,
operating costs and sort of thing run, that sort of stuff. So I would appreciate people who be more calm and understand that it's a business after all to run this whole thing. It's not, we are not a meme coin and are not like any other coin, just pump and dump type of thing. We are building a whole ecosystem with utility to move forward. And Joe's mandate is to make
absolutely.
at least 1,000 people millionaire. This is what he promised. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's what we are
I get
looking at
it.
forward, right?
Yeah. I mean, before anyone goes ahead and starts a fund, or before anyone goes ahead and starts asking questions, first and foremost, I request everyone to read through what the project is, read through what the people have done for the project, and read through or probably watch through also, because we have a lot of Arca cafes and videos from me, Caddy, or Quester out there, and understand what the entire project and people are around. So, I mean, how often do you see that the owner or the developer comes live on YouTube almost once every month at least, right? So Ed has recently started, but Joe has been there with us for almost all of the Arca schemes, except I mean streams, except for this and the previous one, right? So
Mm-hmm.
apart from these two, he's been with us for the entire Arca stream that has been happening. So how often would you see that with projects who want to go ahead and create such ambiguities in the crypto market? It's all about transparency. It's all about real use cases, and whenever you want to build something new, it does take time.
Yeah. The fake head's getting greedy here right now. Look at
Ah,
this.
whoa,
They got jokes. They got
Ed,
jokes.
Ed,
Oh my
what do you?
gosh.
In case you get 300 Ethereum, what is it that you're going to do first?
I know, right? I know. I would know
Yeah,
what to do with 300.
Ed, this question is for you, Ed.
Yeah, just get
If
my 1 month
you,
supply of Long Island tea first. Yeah. Right. Then maybe a few
are you going to
Lamborghini
get your
or
own? Are you
yeah,
going to get your own bar with a unlimited supply of Long Island iced teas?
yeah, so I can do more crazy things out of stuff. Come on, guys. Why do I want to? Okay, as I said, for the whole session, I will put my hands on the YouTube or this streaming. So whoever typing is definitely not me though. My hands are here, right?
Oh, Joe is talking him down to 200. Okay, there is a
Yes.
negotiation going on.
Yo, I'm asking you
Uh,
for 500 for my Lamborghini.
let's see.
You know
300 ETH. 300 ETH at today's value.
Oh, you're
That's about nine.
calculating.
That's about 900, 930,000, depending on where it's at,
Yeah, close to
approximately.
1 million.
Yeah,
Close to a
yeah.
million. Yeah.
Man.
This
And
is so weird.
Ed is taking all the shortcuts to become a millionaire. So bad, Ed.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I mean,
Man.
scammers are scammers. So just beware.
Yeah.
To be frank, Joe and I hardly even has chance to DM people to talk. I mean, most of the time, if we need things, we actually, I mean, those are people who know that
True.
we when we DM, it's actually like work out related. Like Caddy, sometimes I talk about the Discord channel about the we are talking
Hmm.
about the stickers and stuff, right? So sometimes like Caesar, I will talk to him about how is the Elita marketing type of thing and going forward, and then the video competition type of stuff. So we hardly even talk to people about one need your help for some chain about BNB or ETH. It's really senseless for us to do that because we just want to get the community moving forward and upward. So we are trying to build as
Yeah.
much thing as possible, try to clear as much as the so-called the roadmap type of thing. with this thing right now, I think Joe's mandate is to really create wealth and fullness of the whole ecosystem to go forward for the whole community itself. We are trying to grow much faster. I think right now also most of you guys know that we are start of the Dex tool advertisement, and then we are going for professional serials and digital marketing companies to help us to go forward. So marketing is definitely go all out, and it's a good start for the year. And more of the staking and other things are coming up for sale to move forward. All right.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
also for the staking website, guys, take note. I'm still doing a bit of cleaning up. I think I still a bit some of the people who still don't understand, but just give me a bit more time. But the countdown is real. The countdown is real.
You on the
Okay.
clock
Wow.
now.
So it's the
Yeah.
clock right now. It's 1 day, 23 hours, 31 minutes, and 20, 22, 21, 20 seconds more. Okay, so
Dun dun dun.
so this countdown is this clock is the atomic clock on the network system. This will never change, right? This is how the whole contract will run.
Yes,
Wow.
this countdown is going on my big screen over here.
Yeah. So just guys take note. Anything that is official, you get the website. I think will be through only TG Rose. Rose will give you the official staking pool website and also from the website, our own website itself. Right, guys? Never get the website from any other people. Right? So
Yeah.
I only in TG, you only ask from Rose what is the staking website. Right?
Hmm.
And also only in website that you will show what is the staking. Website I have not put it up yet. Rose I filter I have not put it up yet. But once ready, I will tell the mod first. And mod will know. Okay?
So Ed, one more question on if you have time.
Yeah.
All right. So what are the security measures that we have taken regarding the staking pool website and the staking pool intact?
Okay, the staking pool website actually right now people to be frank already our website itself has been under attack continuously for the past 84 hours. There's a lot of DOS attacks. Some people even try to deface our website via some other links. And then the staking pool I actually put in other hosting company per se, but I will not tell anybody where is it located.
Hmm.
But you must understand in the staking pool, right? The website is just a front end. You interact with our blockchain, our Ethereum contracts. Anything you just stake, unstake, or just put it in is just going to our Ethereum contracts. Our contract will
Hmm.
never be so-called compromised per se, or people will because I also disable proxy type of changing contract type of thing. It's locked. Someone I lock with a VBI value type of thing, right?
Yeah.
So you know nobody will be able to so-called unless they're really smart. They have a competent computer to do it, but I do not know.
No, you're right there.
Yeah, so that's one. And the second thing is the website we actually have 2 to 3 hosts the front end. They
Hmm.
start to divert, but it will I do not know. But some may just come in to crash it, but I do not know. Let's see how it goes. But it's a very simple website. Nothing much. It's a reactive website that you get information from the meter scan per se, rather than the whole contract of thing. So that's the security we're talking about. There's this what
Yes.
Yeah.
about 3 to 4 layers of things to get into that. Yeah.
Superb. Yeah.
I just want to say, Oaf's a little late to the party. He's like, tell Ed the dude using his profile is back. Yes, we.
What?
And then another one too is MNJ asks, where can we find more information about on Scratch and Guardian? Well, Scratch has their own Telegram, and Guardian
Yeah.
does as well. But another place to keep up with Guardian at this time is in the Archangel Telegram. If you guys
Right.
give me a few minutes, I can drop those links here on all of our channels, just so that way everybody has that information available. So bear with me.
Absolutely. Yeah. On the same lines, I've just come out with a video on my views, the initial thoughts again on Scratch. So if you would like to, you can just go check out my channel. It goes by the same name. And in the same time, everyone on the live stream over here, just a small request to go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me, Caddy, and Questa, just to show your support and love, guys. That's all we need.
All right, so okay, I will just leave it to
All
you
right.
guys. I want to join the fun with Joe and the rest of the gang.
Yes.
So, are you going back to scamming people now?
Yeah. Actually, I'm just reading a conversation from a scammer and one from our community, and I got to tell you, it is freaking hilarious. Unfortunately, I cannot. It is not PG or PG-13. Heck, it's barely rated R. So let's just say, good laugh right now. Very, very freaking good laugh.
All right. Okay, I'll leave you guys. I'll talk to you guys again. Take care.
Yeah, thank you
Yes.
so much for the big reveal, Ed. Take
Okay.
care.
Yes.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
See you, buddy. So yes,
Oh my God.
again, community, I want everybody to know, just make sure to be aware. There is that fake Ed rolling around. If you're just now joining the party, we had our good laugh about this here about 10 minutes ago. It's just one of those unfortunate things, man. There's no way to slow that down. There is no way to be proactive to prevent this from happening. That's the biggest flaw out there in my eyes. Let's see here. Fake Ed must have had too many Long Islands. yeah, I agree. He's sitting there asking for 300
right.
ETH. For 300 ETH.
Probably, I don't know what
yes.
the negotiation went across to. From 300 to 200.
So.
Oh, don't give them ideas now.
Uh-oh. What is beeping? Sounds like a telegram beeping. Let me see. I just want to get that over to you there real quick too, sir. And I said I was going to drop this down into. So let's get these telegram links out there for everybody, so that way they can keep up with what's going on. So let's see here. The first one that we're going to drop in here is going to be to that official Archangel token, and we're going to put this on all 4 channels just to make sure to get that reach. So guys, the link that you see dropping right now, that is to the official Archangel token telegram. But guess what? Don't take my word for it. I want you to go to archangeltoken.com, follow the link to the socials from there. That is a good practice, good habit to be in. Very good practice. Now, let's see.
Absolutely.
So, with that being said, these other 2 Telegram links that I am about to drop, they are not officially published yet, but they are available for all of us to use. This one here is going to be for Scratch. This is Scratch's official token. Go say hi to the mod team over there. You'll recognize some people. They're very awesome. Some of you from the Archangel community may recognize them, guys. Very awesome group. And for the last one that I want to drop this evening for us, where is it buried? Oh, I pinned it. We have the official Guardian Telegram. Now, keep in mind, guys, Guardian is still very early. It's still... there's not a lot of collaboration that goes on within there, but it's still a good place. If you got questions about Guardian, make sure to leave them in this Telegram chat. The reason being is we monitor this all the time. We all try to keep up with what's going on and keep up with the investments and the strategies that's happening within. So there, now that I've filled up my entire social side of all Telegram links. Let's see. And Crispy, he's throwing you out there. Next week, we're going to have a fake Mr. Oz on. They hit us all.
Yeah. So next will be your chance also, Caddy.
Yes.
Let's see.
They got me. When I got woke up at 3:30 in the morning about being, hey, you got there's a fake Telegram, and I go in and the fake me is heading it off. It's like, oh, no, like, no, not letting that happen. not going on.
Yeah. And I mean, the Guardian Telegram right now is a bit silent because the platform is still not up. And once it's up, I believe it's going to get very busy over there.
Yes. Hold
I
on
mean,
one
I'm just
second.
going through the, no problem. I'm just going through the staking website right now.
Yes, I just responding to a question that was uh kind of on there. All right, we got that taken care of. Let's see here. I'll send you 200 ETH as soon as you send me your physical address so I can come kick. Yep. Okay, I got to cut that off right there. Got to cut that off right there. Um, oh, I love our
Okay.
community. I love our community. Oh, and oh yeah, I was gonna show. I was talking up Ledger earlier. Also, where are we at? Very another one of those nice fingerprints. Oh my god, drives me nuts. I am that OCD guy. Okay, I touched it, but yes, good
hmm
old. Uh, okay, now you can
That
see everything in
Elipal?
the world. But yes, Elipal, guys.
hmm
If you don't have a hardware wallet and you're a long-term investor, I agree 100%. 100%. It is worth investing. It truly, truly is. Let's see here. Just staking frequently asked questions that's been sent via host via Telegram, so you can talk about those. So yeah,
Yep.
uh, if you want, let's go back over that list of questions. I know. I think Ed was having a little connection issue. His microphone was cutting in and out there. So let's make sure we can touch base with all that.
hmm
Let's see. So first,
Where did I
uh,
go?
that was weird. So where do the staked Arca tokens go when they leave my wallet? So with a staking pool, is your tokens will be sent to the staking smart contract.
Yeah.
That smart contract is what locks those tokens. It is not held directly in your wallet. It moves those tokens from your wallet into that staking pool. Number two, do stake tokens go into our pool of Uniswap Arca, or are they removed from the available supply? No. They are not removed from the available supply. It doesn't, with this type of staking system, it does not remove them, isn't recognized as being moved out of circulation. That is the best way I can describe that. Again, reward staking is something innovative. That is, from my standpoint, I'm learning as we go. Let's see here. Number three, what is API or annual percentage yield? That doesn't apply to a reward staking. In DeFi staking, it does. But to rewards, it does not. Number four, do stakers, almost said do stalkers, do stakers have to stake 100 trillion to get the same amount of earned Arca reflections for those staking 25 trillion? Or is it based on how much we stake as a percentage of the pool? Okay, wait, that says no, it's a different formula. In which we just did display that formula earlier of how all that's going to work. Number five,
Yeah.
do I have to manually claim my rewards? So, yes, you do have to manually actually go in and claim those. And I love that. You got to have that user interaction. There's a guarantee that, yes, I went in, I did this. One thing that drove me nuts is I realized today that I had a liquidity pool created. I was providing liquidity for a project. I completely forgot about it. I went to one of my wallet viewers and it reminded me that said, hey, this was there. Well, I went, the pool is gone. I'm like, no. They migrated from an ERC contract over to Matic on Poly. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Forgot all about it. My fault, not following my investment.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we get to see the total Arca reflections being added during the staking period? And how is that shown? There is no reflection shown in the Arca pool. Let's see.
Yeah,
When
like you do not get any reflections as such,
no.
so it will not be a live basis where you can actually view your rewards as such, but you'll get to know once it is the unstaking period is what it means.
Yes.
So reflections wouldn't be there given to you when you are actually holding your, I mean, probably staking your Archangel tokens.
Yes. Um, yeah, so that one there you'll be receiving, your originally staked Arca plus rewards. Um,
Yeah.
that's let's see here. Number 8. Do I have to restake every time, or am I automatically enrolled in the next staking period? So you do have to restake or re-enroll into the staking pool because it could be different rewards or a different mechanism running the next pool's staking contract.
Yeah, because I mean, Ed did answer this question. In fact, even I had the same query. The main reason why you need to unstake and restake is because the staking contract changes, right?
Yes.
So you cannot migrate from a contract to contract directly right now. On the technical aspect, it's not so simple because for you to migrate, then you have to forfeit the rewards in the older smart contract. But yeah, I guess uh, uh, on the blockchain front, if you look at it, you need to close the contract, go to a new one. So you need to restake your tokens. So you need to unstake here and then restake in the fresh token. So there will be, I mean, the fresh contract, sorry. So there will be a new contract address that will be created for the new staking pool that comes out, which will have rewards of these other tokens that might be added. The next phase two will have Guardian and Scratch token as confirmed. So
Yes.
that's what you'll have to do.
Let's see here. Number
Nine.
9. Yes. What happens if I do not claim my rewards at the end of the staking period? They will announce in the Telegram and will get you to remove. So again, this is
Yeah.
what I was saying earlier. Track your investments. Make sure to be part of that Telegram. If anything, make sure to join the announcement group. That is where the most important updates drop. If you're not wanting to dig through the thousands of messages, because yes, let me tell you, thousands of messages can happen in that main Telegram a day. Make sure
Yeah.
to join that announcement group as well. That will keep you up to date with what's going on.
Yeah. See,
Yes.
ultimately, there should be a little bit of onus from everyone's side. It's not like you need to spoon feed everyone in terms of telling them when the staking pool ends, right? So when you are putting your hard-earned money into a staking pool, you must very well be aware that this is a 90-day period. I mean, we have communicated that 90 days is the time period. You do have that particular announcements also being made regularly on Telegram and stuff. So, I mean, it's your money, so you need to track where it goes. Simple as
Yes.
that.
Exactly. And and that yeah, that's one huge thing. That's why I made that point earlier. I made the mistake. I got so wrapped up and involved with other things that
Yeah.
it completely blew my mind. But let's see here. Number
10.
10. What staking pool I keep wanting to say stalking. What staking pool company manages our pool, and what are the fees and how do you pay that fee? So first, the fee aspect. The only fee that's going to be associated with our reward staking pool is the gas fees going in and out. That is going to be up to you. Almost everything has a cost. To buy a token, you have to pay a gas fee. Whether you're paying pennies on the dollar on Poly or you're paying tens to hundreds of dollars on ETH. It's the cost of
Yeah.
doing business. Secondly, there is no company that is managing that pool. This is not a deep. Oh, I think I lost you, Mr. Oslin. But anyway, this is not a DeFi staking pool. Remember, guys, this is that reward staking pool. It follows a whole different method and a whole different process. This is going to be maintained by Archangel, by our dev team. That's why we'll have the 90-day locking period. There is some things that within the staking contract that can change. That cannot happen. That's why that we have to unstake and restake as you go along. I really lost Mr. Aslan. So, guys, oh, wait. He might be back. Yes, we're back. Okay. Let's see here. Number 11. Does a staking pool have insurance in case the pool is hacked and my tokens are stolen? At this time, it does not. There is no insurance on that contract at this given time. Now, keep in mind, that is something that could possibly change. Crypto's always innovating. Let's see. Number 12. Ed said that there was an emergency withdrawal option, and I don't get rewards if I unstake early. What happens with the reflections that was going to get? Do they go back to the pool? What happens is if you have to pull those funds in an emergency situation, it's understandable. Some people may have to do that. But if you do, it comes with a cost. And that cost is you will not receive the benefits of being in the staking pool to begin with. It will also be up to you to pay the gas fees either way, going in and coming out of that pool. Keep that in mind. So if you are needing to pull early, it's also that you're losing those rewards but you're also forfeiting the cost of that gas with no return. You're to pull out early. That's going to be each person's individual choice. Everybody has their own needs, but that option is on the table. Let's see.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Number 13. When that pool is open, can I add more Arca to my original stake? So the first staking period, say I stake 10 trillion Arca, and then when the pool opens again, I stake another 20 trillion. Will that 20 trillion just get added to my 10?
No.
So no. That
won't.
takes us back to the question. Well, remember, we have to unstake and restake because of the contract possible change. So when you unstake, you're pulling your 10 trillion Arca out. When you restake, you will determine that amount of what you're putting into that new staking period.
Yeah. So see how it all works out as you have that's the reason you have 48 hours of window to actually enter any phase in the staking pool. So you have 48 hours during which time whatever you stake will be going into that reward phase.
Yes.
The next, whatever you want to stake will be in the next phase alone once it opens up. That's after 90 days. So in that 48 hours, whatever you can do it in bits and pieces, however you want to go ahead and do, that total amount will be for that phase one.
Correct. All right, let me get that down. All right.
Yep.
So, God, well, big news tonight, man. I can't believe it. I
Yeah.
felt like I thought it's only been about an hour. We've been at this at an hour 45.
Whoa, I didn't even look at the time.
Neither did I. I just happened to glance up and I was like, holy cow, Ed made it fly tonight. And so does his little fake scammer out there. Again, just a reminder
Yeah.
to our community, just be safe, be cautious, be wary.
I mean, looks a little weird having, yeah, having both the edge, the fake and the real one here, right? So the real one is on the live stream and the fake one is on the TG.
Yes. Yeah, on the fake TD, drunk with Long Island iced teas, asking for 300 ETH,
Yeah.
almost 920, 930K. Like, holy crap.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so Q1 2022, from now until
Mm-hmm.
March 31st, it is going to be crazy, insane, and wild. Yeah, I can't wait to watch what's unfolding. We got the big news tonight about the staking pool. I had my anticipations, I had my reservations, but I'm like, you know what? I'm not
Yeah,
going to get
right.
my hopes up. And then in a little bit about Brainstem tonight, guys. That was so thankful we get to finally talk about that some.
Right.
Given my my passion behind that realm, that was so exciting to me to understand. It's like, yes, finally that niche getting filled.
Absolutely. Yes. And this was a very big update. In fact, I was expecting something kind of, okay, this would be the date from where you will have the staking pool, or this is what we have planned for the staking pool, or a sneak peek. That is what I expected. But look at this. The entire pool has actually dropped in front of us, and it's just 1 day, 23 hours, 9 minutes, and 17 seconds, or make it 15. So
Yep.
that's what we
I was
have.
gonna
And
say.
this is what I like about the Archangel team. This is what I was quoting off earlier also, right? So what you promise, they deliver. And they deliver it with finesse, right? So it's not just like, okay, in hocus pocus stuff, I just build something and I just come out with it. It's not the same. It's not how it works. This is what I meant by clear cut operation, proper communication, good coordination within the entire team.
Correct. Yeah. That's one thing. Arca delivers, man. I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting this either. I was expecting maybe a little update towards it, but not expecting to say, "Hey,
Mm-hmm.
here's a link. Go look at it. Here's an
Yeah,
atomic clock that we're going to follow." And that clock was less than 48 hours. Well, we witnessed it hit
absolutely.
the T minus 48 here on stream. Um,
And I really like another feature which has the dark and light mode also, right, for the website. In case people have, I mean, once the website is dropped on the TG group, just go ahead and check in the right top next to the Ethereum or Connect wallet buttons that you would have.
yep.
You have this nifty thing which says dark and light theme. That's, I mean, kind of small, but good to have for people who like both the schemes, right? So.
Right. Because with me, my wife, she likes a light background. It's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
people in my community that I talk to, they prefer a light background. Me, I'm the complete opposite. I don't like that blinding me in my face. It's bad enough I got to deal with these
Uh-huh.
lights up here all day, and then with my monitor, no. I don't want to wear sunglasses inside. Um, and so, yeah, to see that dark theme and the layout, like to me, the sleekness of it, like that purple, just it's
Mm-hmm.
heartwarming.
That's nice. I mean, it's a very clean cut, easy interface because you don't have anything else apart from a direct option of connecting your wallet and then clicking on stake. That's it, I believe.
Yep.
I mean, the
Yeah.
exact process we are yet to see how it all works out once they come out with the official announcement and stuff. But yeah, I'll try doing my connection. I mean, Caddy, are you aware whether we can start connecting your wallet at least to check if the connection works or not right now?
I don't believe so. I think the link.
All right.
Wait. Nope, it is broken links. But it does show a couple
Uh-huh.
things here. Um,
All
I
right.
want to
So in
wait for
that case,
that.
we'll wait for the official
Yeah,
announcement. Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Don't want to get nobody's hopes up. Like, oh, hey, here you go, here you go, here you go.
Yeah,
Well, one thing
exactly.
I can say about it, we're looking at it. Like,
Uh-huh.
we're looking at it, what is about to come, and oh my goodness, from
Yeah.
the first UX image I seen of the staking pool to this, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
A pretty big leap.
Oh man.
And
Yeah, to
one more
me.
thing which I really liked about the entire staking pool is the terms and conditions that they have mentioned. Okay, it's very much clear, transparent information that you have right there. Before you go ahead and enter the staking pool after you connect to your wallet, you have all these checklists that you need to go through. So you are aware of what you're getting yourself into.
Yes, and
Those
actually I can
checklists,
zoom in
yeah.
on that here for us.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. There we go.
Yep.
So yeah, one, they want to make sure that you understand that the staking pool will be locked for 90 days, for 3 months there. That you also will not earn the 2% reflections on your Arca while it is being staked. It does physically remove that Arca from your wallet and adds it to the staking pool smart contract. At the end of that locking period, that you'll receive your stake tokens plus your rewards. Now, you will only receive those rewards if you follow through with the dedicated time period. If there is an emergency withdrawal option that will allow you to remove your funds, but you got to understand that you do forfeit any rewards and earnings if you have to utilize that feature. Now, also, it will be up to the staker or the person staking to cover the cost of gas fees to get enter and exit that pool. And very last is that you fully understand those terms, and by joining the staking
Yeah.
pool, that you accept those terms.
That's it.
Let's see here.
And
Let's
I'm
get us back on
excited.
screen.
I'm really excited now. So
Me
let's
too.
see.
Let
Fingers
w-
crossed that the ETH gas fees wouldn't go up high, you know.
I'm just curious. Are they still being as bipolar as what I have been seeing here lately? Uh,
Yeah. By the way,
that
let's
has me
have a quick check.
curious. Oh yeah, it's still fairly high up there right now. Um,
Whoa, that's 124 gray. Sheesh.
oh shoot, I didn't pull it up on screen, but yeah, we're looking at 140 GUI in that 140 range right now.
Yeah.
Uh, and I've seen it go parabolic over the last few days. I've seen $1,500
Wow.
swap fees.
Ah.
Gotta love NFTs. But I do
That's
gotta
so
say,
true.
I am getting very intrigued about NFTs here
Hmm.
lately. Like it has my attention. Thank you, Scratch, for ruining that for me.
That's true. I
But
mean, that's the future, man. So, in terms of NFTs making a very viable option for your income, you never know.
mhm,
It's going to be pretty big. I wouldn't
yes,
be surprised if if we start having our own NFT project
oh yeah,
for
there's no
Archangel.
doubt.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, if
that
it's
that
even built
reminds me.
in-house or comes from an outside project which would be partnering with Arca, it's nonetheless beneficial for both of us. So I would really
Very.
love to have NFTs added up.
Yeah, I agree 100%, man. That's something I would love
Mm.
to see enter that ecosystem for us, and I'm sure it will happen. It's something that is a
Yeah,
big
it,
niche
it
out
will.
there.
It's not something that you cannot definitely, keep it on the sidelines. It's definitely coming out on the mainstream pretty soon, is what I personally feel. But yeah, let's see. Let's
Yes,
wait for all the official stuff to happen. No
definitely,
speculations
definitely.
here. Yeah.
Well, there, Mr. Osmond, I don't think we've had any more questions here lately. At least my chat has not
Mm-hmm.
updated. I think we've covered about everything and then some tonight. Okay, I can't get.
Yep.
Oh, let's see. Yeah. Um, I think we're at a good stopping point. Unless you got anything you want to add to it this evening, we've hit about that 2 hour mark, and I
Yeah, I
wish
think we
Antonio the
can
best.
close it for the day and probably just wish, yeah, like you said, Antonio, the very best for his recovery.
Yes.
And yeah, wait for the staking pool official announcement to come out. So stay tuned for the TG group or Discord group announcement section.
Let's see here. Aeroflux
Oh,
saying the social icons for the staking pool website is better than the social media icons. I know. You notice that clean and sleekness. Hey, I'm
yeah,
sure Ed is getting on that. I feel bad for
exactly.
them. I feel bad for them guys. Ed and AI both
Uh-huh.
dealing with the contracts for the staking pool for the token. Ed dealing with the user interface for the website, all that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
sure that they are literally about to rip their hair out.
Yeah, but man, that's what you get when you have so much of commitment and dedication towards a project and your work, right? So the results would definitely be amazing.
Yes. You're welcome,
It's what they
Stacy,
say,
sir.
like you put in your heart and soul into anything, you always get the best of what you deserve. So
Yes.
that's what you have.
Exactly. Exactly, man. I agree 100%. Well,
Yeah. All right, so let's call it a day then.
yes,
You
sir.
can take some rest and I can get back to my day job.
There
Ugh.
you go. I have spent more hours talking today than I have since I was a teenager. um,
Uh-huh.
I'm at a total of 8.5 hours of voice calls today of talking of one way or another.
Whoa.
So yes, I'm ready
All
to go
right,
rest my
so
eyes, rest my voice for a minute.
mhm. That's cool.
So
That's cool.
yes, again, thank you, our Arca community, everyone for joining us every Sunday, making us part of your weekend. Can't thank you guys enough. You are the reason why we are here. So
Absolutely.
for the 19 left that stuck through the end with us, much love, much appreciated. Again, make sure to go hit those likes, subscribes, turn those bells on. Uh, and we look forward to seeing you guys here soon.
Yeah. See you all. Take care. Bye bye.